में।
This week on Club Mahindra presents CNBC Awaaz India Travelogue, we explore the serene sights of Munnar. These tea estates in God's own country, Kerala, are 108 kilometers from the Cochin International Airport, a distance covered in 2.5 hours. The winding road that leads up to these tea plantations is picturesque and captivating. And tourists can witness the plucking of their favorite tea leaves. As we take in the mesmerizing sights of Munnar, we make our way to the Club Mahindra resort. Nestled in the valley and surrounded by tea plantations on all sides, tourists can enjoy the experience of misty clouds surrounding the resort. Spread across 13 acres, the resort is built in the British colonial style. The ambience at the Club Mahindra resort not only relaxes its residents but also offers them a host of activities that they can explore.
आपने देखा कि कमरा कितना खूबसूरत था, लेकिन उससे भी खूबसूरत ये प्रॉपर्टी है.
This is 18 years old for Club Mahindra. This is the first property of Club Mahindra, and it is also a flagship property as of today. And we offer all varieties of activities and authentic Kerala delicacies. This entire area and also nearby area has been declared as the plastic-free zone.
क्लब महिंद्रा की ये जो एक्टिविटीज है उसमें से जिप लाइन भी एक है. ऊपर मैं आ रही हूँ जिप लाइन की शुरुआत करने के लिए. देखते हैं कि ये सफर कैसा रहता है.
There are various activities for residents to enjoy at the Club Mahindra resort, like rock climbing and rappelling. Munnar is known for its tea plantations, but the most famous of them all is the Kulukumalai Tea Estate, 28 kilometers from Munnar, a distance covered in 45 minutes. Kulukumalai Tea Estate is 7,900 feet above sea level.
इस समय हम भारत और दुनिया के सबसे ऊंचे टी एस्टेट पर खड़े हैं, कुलुकुमलाई. इन्हीं पत्तों से रिफ्रेशिंग टी से इंडिया करता है अपने दिन की शुरुआत. अपने देश में लोगों की नींद चाय के बगैर खुलती नहीं और मेहमान नवाजी पूरी होती नहीं. मुन्नार में आप जहां भी देखेंगे आपको चाय के बागान दिखेंगे, लेकिन आज जहां मैं आपको ले आई हूं वो इंडिया का सबसे पुराना और विश्व का सबसे ऊंचा चाय का बागान है.
Women have always been responsible for the specialized task of tea plucking. On an average, each woman plucks up to 100 kgs of tea leaves per day. We head up to the Kulukumalai tea factory, one of the oldest tea factories in India. It was built in 1930 under the British rule. The machinery at the factory had been brought in from Britain at the time. The processing of the variety of teas that we enjoy at our homes is done at a plant such as this. The tea leaves are first withered, where moisture is removed from them. Withering of tea leaves can take up to 24 hours. The dried leaves are then rolled, pressed, fermented, and then sorted into different grades. At the Tamil Nadu and Kerala border is Gudambara Estate, famous amongst tourists for the beautiful jungle safaris. Tourists can explore the different plantations at the estate and spend their night camping out in the forest. From Munnar, situated at the Annamudi Peak, is the Iravikulam National Park, 3,000 feet above sea level and spread across 97 kilometers. The national park is famous for the Nilgiri Tahar. At the beginning of the 20th century, there were only about 100 Nilgiri Tahars left in the world. Efforts were made on a war footing level to save the species from extinction, and Iravikulam National Park has played a huge role in bringing their numbers up to 900. The national park is surrounded by Munnar's beautiful tea plantations. The beauty of Munnar's mist-covered hills is a sight for sore eyes. After the break, we explore the port city of Kochi. Stay tuned.
वेलकम बैक टू क्लब महिंद्रा प्रेजेंट CNBC आवाज इंडिया ट्रैवलॉग। वास्को डी गामा को तो आप सब जानते हैं। पुर्तगाल के इस खोजी व्यापारी ने भारत में अपने कदम नहीं रखे होते तो हम फोर्ट कोची नहीं आते।
A famous landmark on Kochi's famous church road is St. Francis Church. Built in 1503, the church has been a mute witness to the European colonial struggle. It is believed that Vasco da Gama's body had originally been buried here. Another famous landmark on Church Road is David Hall, built by the Dutch East India Company in 1695. Today, David Hall is a cultural center with a gallery for contemporary art and is an inspiration for young artists, fresh talent and art lovers. The Vasco da Gama Square is a narrow promenade along the beach where tourists can watch Kerala's famous Chinese fishing nets in action. Legend has it that these fishing nets were brought from the court of the 14th century Chinese emperor Kublai Khan. Today, these Chinese fishing nets are unique and exclusive to Kerala's coastline. Fort Kochi is also a popular shopping destination with tourists. Different crafts that represent the culture and history of Kerala are on display here for tourists. A casual stroll through Fort Kochi can transport tourists to another world and time. Stop in Fort Kochi is Mattancherry's Jew Town. Jew Town, a narrow street between Mattancherry Palace and the synagogue, is popular with tourists for its antiques. The colonial buildings lining the street add to its old world charm.
आप देख सकते हैं कि कितनी अत्यंत खूबसूरत जगह के सामने बैठी हूं मैं। कोची एयरपोर्ट से केवल 80 किलोमीटर की दूरी पर शोलायर रेंजेस से गुजरते हुए बस 10 मिनट के ट्रैकिंग के बाद आप ये देख सकते हैं। 80 फीट की ऊंचाई पर ये जो वाटरफॉल्स है ये बहुत ही कमाल का है।
80 feet tall, Athirapalli Falls flow from the Chalakudi River in the Vazachal forest. These falls are the biggest waterfalls in Kerala.
समुंदर की लहरें और रेत के किनारे हर बीच की यही कहानी है। फिर चेराई बीच में ऐसा क्या खास है जो टूरिस्ट को यहाँ आना चाहिए, मैं आपको बताती हूँ। 10 से 12 किलोमीटर लंबा स्ट्रेच, जितना साफ पानी उतना ही साफ बीच। अगर आपको किसी ऐसी जगह रहने का मौका मिले जहां एक तरफ बैकवाटर्स हो और एक तरफ बीच हो, तो आप क्या कहें? मैजिकल। ऐसी एक मैजिकल जगह पर रहने का मुझे मौका मिल रहा है और आपको भी मिल सकता है एट क्लब महिंद्रा चेराई बीच रिजॉर्ट।
The Club Mahindra Cherai Beach Resort has backwaters on one side and the beach on the other. Surrounded by coconut trees, beautiful lawns and a pond, the setting at the resort is heavenly. Residents can stay at beautiful cottages nestled in this quiet ambience. Known for their hospitality and wonderful activities, the Club Mahindra staff escort us to witness the exciting sights of flying fish.
इस कला प्रदर्शन के साथ हमारा खूबसूरत सफर केरला में यहीं खत्म होता है। अगला डेस्टिनेशन है पैराडाइज ऑफ बीचेस गोवा।
Our next stop on Club Mahindra presents CNBC Awaaz India Travelogue is India's beach destination, Goa.
गोवा में बहुत सारे बीचेस हैं और हर बीच की एक अपनी खासियत है। वारका बीच की ये खासियत है कि ये बहुत ही शांत है। सन बेदिंग करना हो, रिलैक्स करना हो या फिर वाटर स्पोर्ट्स में इंडल्ज होना हो, यहाँ हर किस्म के वाटर स्पोर्ट्स हैं। जेट स्की से लेके पैरासेलिंग से लेकर फिशिंग एंड बोटिंग, बनाना बोटिंग। आई एम वेरी टेम्प्टेड एंड आई होप दैट इवन यू आर।
Goa's beautiful and picturesque beaches attract thousands of tourists every year. This beach paradise has a number of beaches, but a few among them are very popular with beach lovers. Varka Beach is one of them. Varka is 28 kilometers from Goa International Airport. With its pristine white sands, this beach is very popular with families, where children enjoy building sandcastles in the soft sands of the beach. With a number of water sports available in Varka, the beach is a huge hit with tourists, especially with adventure lovers. Tourists get to spend quality time with their friends and families and get a chance to be one with nature. At Varka Beach, you can be assured of a fun-filled holiday. Being a Portuguese colony for centuries, the traces of Portuguese influence can be strongly felt even today in Goa. One of the famous constructions of the time is the Cabo de Rama Fort. Tourists visiting Varka Beach make it a point to visit this fort. 15 kilometers from Varka, the ruins of Cabo de Rama Fort are mesmerizing. The Rama in the name of the fort refers to Lord Ram. Legend has it that Lord Ram spent part of his 14-year exile in this area. In 1763, when the Portuguese built the fort here, they named it the Cabo de Rama Fort. In the quiet of the fort, prayers chanted at the St. Antonio Church can often be heard. Close to the boundary of the fort is the old and famous St. Antonio Church. Goa is one place where people know how to have a good time. The sound of music can be heard in almost all corners of Goa. Close to the beach is one of Varka's most beautiful properties, the Club Mahindra Varka Beach Resort. The resort looks nothing short of a royal palace. The Club Mahindra Varka Beach Resort is as beautiful as the neighbouring Varka Beach. Residents here have access to all amenities that can make them feel at home.
गोवा में आने वाले टूरिस्ट के लिए हर कोने में कोई ना कोई सरप्राइजेस हैं। साउथ गोवा के जिस कोने में इस समय मैं खड़ी हूँ, वहाँ की सरप्राइज कुछ ऐसी है कि आपको उस दौर में ले जाएगी जब आप पैदा भी नहीं हुए थे। अश्विक कार म्यूजियम इन विंटेज कार्स को 2004 में रिस्टोर और मेंटेन करने के लिए शुरू किया गया था। मुझे लगता है कि इससे यंग जनरेशन यहाँ आकर टाइमलेस ब्यूटी को एडमायर कर सकती है। फिलहाल जिस गाड़ी के पास मैं खड़ी हूँ, ये है बीटल मॉडिफाइड इनटू 4 डोर्स। नॉट जस्ट दैट, बट इस पे सोने पे सुहागा ये है कि द फेमस कार्टूनिस्ट मारियो मिरांडा ने इस पे अपनी कलाकारी के निशान छोड़े हुए हैं।
Cars at this museum transport us back to magic built by Indian classical movies that often use cars such as these. These classic models were often seen on Indian streets till a few years after independence. Even today, we are using evolved and modified versions of those old cars. Pradeep Naik, owner of Ashvik Vintage World, has maintained these vintage cars so well that even today they are in running condition.
पोर्चुगीज लोगों ने यहाँ पर बहुत सारे साल राज किया। जाते जाते अपने डांस फॉर्म्स छोड़ गए। इतने पॉपुलर हो चुके हैं गोवा में इनके डांस फॉर्म्स के आज की यंग जनरेशन उन्हें खूब एंजॉय करती है।
For the entertainment of their guests, the Club Mahindra Varca Beach Resort has organized a performance of a Portuguese folk dance. Corridino is one of the most famous of all the Portuguese folk dances. Initially performed by farmers, over time this dance form has become popular among people. Join us every week on CNBC Awaaz as we travel through India's heartland on Club Mahindra presents CNBC Awaaz India Travelogue.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.